Objects in mirror are actually quite cloudy. I don't know if this shows up very well in the video here, but yeah, these mirrors are perishing. The reflective material is dying. We can no longer see what's happening here. So we're going to replace them with some new glass from Spoonfed Tuning, and I'll show you how to do it. Let's get into it. Yes, indeed. So if you've got a Corrado, chances are the 30-year-old mirrors are starting to look pretty bad. Fortunately, they're not too hard to replace. If you weren't aware of it already, this whole thing just rotates, which gives us fairly good access to the glass. And now removing it is not that hard either. We're going to use a plastic pry tool so that we don't crack the glass while we're removing it, but this should just pop off. Back behind here, there are a couple of electrical connectors that go to the heating elements on here, and we'll use some very small pliers to carefully remove those so they don't break as they're coming off. Not that it matters too much, because this is done, and if I break it, you know, it's not the end of the world, but it would be great if it didn't break while we were doing that. So we're going to attempt to get this off. It should just take us a couple of minutes. And the replacements from Spoonfed Tuning come with the bracket assembly already on it. It's already got the heating element built into it. So it really should just be popping this off, plugging in the new one, and snapping it in. Let's see if it's actually that easy. All right, so we've got our plastic pry tool. We're just going to put it back behind here. And it should pop out fairly gently, and it is, so that's good. Just gonna work our way around. Unsnapping the mirror from the bracket where it's at. If I can get this one through on this side to unsnap the other into this bracket. We can look under there. Let me move this real quick. You can see what's happening. It just unsnaps from this black plastic thing here, and then it looks like there's just one little snap left up in the upper corner there that's still holding on. So I will reach up here to release that. And that should be it. There we go, yay. And you can see the electrical connectors have unplugged as I was doing it. Good, they didn't break, they just unplugged. I'm gonna use some contact cleaner. This is what it all looks like here. So this is our assembly that moves the mirror. That just snaps in on top of it. And looking at it, you can see where there are some bracket pieces that fold over to snap it into place. Yeah, so these are our electrical connectors right there. So I'm going to put some electrical spray connector cleaner on there before we snap in the new one, but we'll snap in the connectors and then push the new glass in place, and that should be it. Now, just so you can see why I'm replacing these, see all that weird cloudiness in the glass? That's not dirt on the glass. That is between the glass and the reflective material, that is where it is just coming apart. So at night especially, it makes it really hard to see anything through this. It's just gotten cloudy. Comparing it to the new ones, here's the new aspherical blue tinted glass. It should be a much better viewing experience. Now, let's look at the back here, because as they come from Spoonfed Tuning, you can see they've already got the heating element installed in the glass, but the bracket itself is not actually secured yet. So we're going to have to do a little bit of work to secure the bracket. See how it's already secured on the old ones? Yeah. So just a slightly different configuration, but that's what it looks like coming from Spoonfed. We'll go ahead and secure the bracket and then install it. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and connect the electrical connectors. They just slide in place. Theoretically speaking, I have cleaned them. There we go. They're a little loose, so I think I'm actually going to squish them down a little bit with the pliers and then reset them so that they're nice and tight on there.
5 minutes later.
Much better. Okay, that one's nice and tight. Next, let's see what I'm doing here. That one also needs a little squish. A little bit. Just a little. Okay. I may have squished that one a little too much. Good times. So let's go ahead and use a very small screwdriver to open that back up and get it to just the right amount of tension so it sits on there nicely. There we go. All right, fully seated. Now we just need to snap this onto this. These outer brackets right here that are kind of U-shaped are going to snap around these ears here. That's how that works. So line that up and push. A little terrifying. There we go. That's it. It's in place. So a little fiddly work getting this in now that I've got my fingerprints all over it. I'll need to clean it, but it's in. It theoretically could be like a 3 to 5 minute job on a Corrado. Mine took a little bit longer because the pins for the heating elements were arguing with me, so I had to do a little bit of finagling to squish them down. I did clean them off camera, by the way. I used some deoxit to get the oxidation off of them and make sure that they were going to give a good strong electrical connection there. But anyway, it's a quick fix, so if your mirrors are in really bad shape, you can still get them from Spoonfed Tuning. I highly recommend you pick up a pair while they are available. And these are the blue asymmetrical ones, as you saw earlier, compared to the original ones that I had on the car. They also have ones that are not blue, and you know, you can go either way. I do like the blue asymmetrical ones, so cool. Anyway, hope this helped you out. If it did, please hit like, subscribe, and we'll see you next time. God bless. Bye-bye.
And on that terrible disappointment, it's time to say goodbye. We'll be back.